Welcome to the Forest of Oz. This time, I'm taking you right into the heart of a legend. Join me on this journey. The story I'm about to tell you, many believe it's true, not just a legend. And honestly, as an old owl who witnessed it all, I must say, it really happened. We have to go back about 130 years, deep into the untouched forests of Mazandaran, in the northern forests of Persia. The story is about a girl named Mina. She was a beautiful girl with red eyes and a melodious voice. Mina was an orphan and lived alone, and during the days, she went to the forest to gather firewood. She lived on the outskirts of a small village in Mazandaran called Candalis. Mina was a lonely, orphaned girl living on her own. Her house still stands today as a cultural heritage site. She was a beautiful girl, and many people were afraid to meet her gaze because of her red eyes. Many of the young men in the village were in love with her. In those days, she would go to the forest, gather firewood, and fetch water. She had a beautiful voice and would sing in the forest. Often the village women would gather around her and listen to her singing. Until one day, a leopard near the spring heard Mina's voice. Mina didn't notice the leopard nearby. The leopard was hidden, staring intently at Mina. From that day on, the leopard would always wait for Mina in the forest, just to hear her sing. The leopard had fallen in love with her. The leopard, having fallen in love with Mina, couldn't bear the loneliness at night and followed her scent all the way to Mina's house. At night, the leopard prowled around Mina's house. Until Mina heard a sound from outside and woke up suddenly. Mina stepped outside, unaware that the leopard was sitting right by her door. When Mina saw the leopard, she froze in fear. They stared into each other's eyes, Mina trembling, not knowing what to do, and the leopard completely mesmerized by her beauty. When Mina saw that the leopard was calm and gentle and meant no harm, her fear slowly faded away. From that night on, they fell more deeply in love with each passing day and grew inseparable. During the days, they met in the forest, and the leopard stayed by Mina's side the entire time. Until winter arrived. At night, the leopard would go to Mina's house, and during the day, the villagers often saw its footprints around the village. The villagers couldn't find the leopard, but when they followed its tracks, they led straight to Mina's house. The villagers realized that Mina was friends with the leopard, and that it came near the village because of her. Their worry about the leopard lessened, but they kept this secret so that no one would notice the love between Mina and the leopard, and so that other villages wouldn't find out. Eventually, Mina, persuaded by the village women, went to a wedding in a neighboring village called Nichku. Mina was worried that the leopard might follow her scent at night and come to the wedding, but the women insisted that she attend. On the night of the wedding, while people were dancing and celebrating, the leopard, following Mina's scent, entered the wedding ceremony. Ignoring the villagers, the leopard let out a loud roar and called to Mina. All the men of the village were armed. Everything happened very quickly, and the villagers rushed toward the leopard. Anyone who had a gun fired at the leopard. But one of the young men from Candalus, who was also in love with Mina, was certain that his shot had hit and wounded the leopard. The leopard vanished into the darkness of the night, and the wedding continued. The next morning, the young man who had shot at the leopard followed its bloodied tracks, but the trail ended somewhere deep in the forest. The young man, happy that he had eliminated his romantic rival, returns to the village and told the people that he was certain he had killed the leopard. Mina heard what the young man was saying. Upon hearing the young man's words, Mina wailed and cried so loudly that the villagers gathered around her. At that very moment, the young man realized the terrible mistake he had made. That night, he returned to the forest to find any trace of the leopard, but he never found any sign of it again. They say the leopard's curse ensured that the young man never found any trace of it again. Mina had locked herself inside her house and spent all her time crying. The villagers would visit her to comfort her and prepare meals for her. Mina locked herself inside her house for the entire winter and did not step outside at all until spring finally arrived. In the first days of spring, Mina left her house and, without speaking to anyone, headed toward the forest. It was as if a voice from the forest was calling out to her. The villagers searched for Mina in the forest for weeks, but they couldn't find her. 40 years later, a young man saw an old woman with red eyes in the forest. The young man was shocked with fear, fell ill, and died a week later. They say that even now, at night, Mina's cries can be heard from the forest's surrounding Candalis. Thank you for joining me on this mysterious story. For more stories, please like and subscribe.